Hello, 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 party people of the world. How's it going? How's it going, Evan?
Hi.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Today is March 31st, 2019. You're here with the first cut. With Danny and Evan. I'm going to go ahead and get into the music and stop wasting time. Evan, what are we listening to today?
Hey, what's up, everyone? My Twitter handle is @FiresideSilence. Check it out.
That's really good to know, but definitely not the answer to the question I asked you.
Well, anyways,
Fireside Silence. I like it.
Yeah. So, my list, since this is my list, this is my episode. I don't know if I exactly had a genre in mind coming up with this list, but I guess it it sort of became like space rock, krautrock, proggy rock, whatever.
I'm sure we'll have more of a definitive name once we get to it.
Yeah. But so you'll hear I got a sort of diverse selection, 3 different bands that or artists that I think are representative of the sound I was in the mood for. Mm-hmm. And so our first artist here, Silent Island, which I'm presuming this is an artist and that's the artist's name, or if it's a band, I'm not sure exactly. I didn't do too much research. But
it says Silent Island is brought to you by the creators of Black Hill Music, Formicier, Realm of Wolves, and Ephelexia. I'm guessing those are all just different artists or bands that kind of came together for this group, presumably. Or it's just all one guy who does 50 different things.
Yeah, and they're Hungarian. I think that's I knew a couple Hungarian words a while ago, but I forgot them all.
Do you like this little hair Lego to the bone down here? That's kind of great.
That's pretty cool.
See if I can zoom in on that. That's awesome.
Shout out Stacy Dollar.
Dollar?
Cool. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it is.
Shout out Stacy Dollar for your cool to the bone profile picture on Bandcamp.
To the Bone by Steven Wilson. Steven Wilson's To the Bone.
So anyhow, Silent Island, my first pick of the week here, I think is a good introduction into. This is actually I think probably the first band I found on my quest, and I think it rounds out nicely the instrumental and a little bit spacey sound I was kind of aiming for, which this first track is pretty nice. I don't know if it's necessarily something I can think, oh well, this sounds like this or that, but
there was a game you were playing a while ago, and I have no idea what it's called, but some of the music from that game is reminding me. I don't think that's what it was.
Okay.
It was Monopoly. No, it was a game on the computer.
A game on the computer that had it?
It was a computer game, if you will.
Was it like a browser game, or is it something I did?
No, I think it was just some kind of top-down RPG.
That's a great question.
In space.
In space, top-down RPG. Well, that'd be something a lot of fun to think of later.
Okay.
But I don't want to waste everyone's time trying to.
Oh, I do.
So, I think as we get a little bit deeper into the first pick of the week here, I think the discerning listener can start to hear early Pink Floyd influence.
Yeah, for sure.
And I definitely think metal, or even Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
Oh yeah.
Pretty early, like
Adam. Yeah.
Yeah. That's I think super tropey of David Gilmour. The little the guitar. Listen to the guitar. It's just sick. It's good.
Listen to the guitar, if you would.
Oh, and the bass work, that's great too.
Mm-hmm. It's really subtle, despite that, though.
Yeah, so it's as I said, instrumental choice, which is a little bit uncharacteristic for me because typically I go for vocals. I love voice, but I think this is just like this is the kind of music that doesn't really need that. I think it would probably even get in the way. I just like the driving nature of it, and it's like adequately spaced out. I like that, man. It makes me like, it really does make me want to spin like an old Pink Floyd record, man.
Yeah, for sure. This is actually the first list in a very long time, not ever, but in a very long time, that I'm going into the list having heard none of it. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know what the genre was when I asked Evan, "Hey Evan, what's the genre we're doing today?"
Well, I got a death metal joint next, so I'm joking.
Oh yeah, we did melodic. Well, technically, I did melodic death metal as the first episode, which you were not there for. But we haven't done death metal. Well, we did do death.
Yeah,
I guess. I wasn't really thinking about that. So yeah, technically we did already do that. But black metal.
Yeah. Oh, there's lots of possibilities. And I'm not afraid to overlap at all. It's whatever.
I want to listen to just harsh industrial noise.
Oof. Hey, the song is fat though. I like this like Cocteau Twins shimmery guitar thing. This is so cool. I love it. Isn't that beautiful? I could just like go on a walk in the rain and just like, do headphones in. Just be sad and shit.
Yeah. Good music to cry to.
Yeah, and when you cry in the rain, no one can tell that you're crying. I guess
this
your
is
face
true.
gets kind of puffy and stuff, so maybe they could.
It's true. But then again, I'm allergic to water, so...
So you're like the aliens from Signs.
I haven't seen that movie. Thanks for spoiling it for me.
I just spoiled the fuck out of it. They die from water. They die from water.
Wow. That's fucked up.
I just realized that I ruined Signs for the millions of people who are listening to this podcast who probably haven't seen it. So
you mean two people?
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Gibson. I would say it's a classic, but it really isn't. It's actually kind of a piece of shit, to be honest.
Evan hates movies.
I just don't like movies.
I asked Evan what he thought of Infinity War. You know Infinity War, our good friend, the Avengers movie with Thanos and the snap and everything. And I said, Evan, what did you think of Infinity War? And he said, Who?
Yeah, I don't want to go for that stuff. It's not my bag. It's not my wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying?
Typically, Evan looks at something as is it on video? I'm not into it. Unless it's lost in translation.
Unless it's lost in translation, which is obviously the best movie ever made, and I can watch that movie 3 fucking times a night and cry every time. What a great movie.
I feel like that's going to be a running trope on here. I think we've talked about that 2 episodes in a row, like how much you fucking love Lost in Translation.
There's nothing else in my life that I have less shame about than admitting that I can watch the same movie like 5 times a day and just genuinely not get tired of it. But that's like that's the only movie I could do that with. I like other movies. I could probably count the movies I can tolerate to watch on one hand. And yeah, so that'd be a fun discussion for some other time, probably. But
yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's really that, and Inglourious Bastards is pretty good.
Those are two such just radically different movies.
They're pretty different movies. What's another good movie?
Nymphomaniac.
Nymphomaniac, yeah, actually that movie was pretty good.
I was kidding, but hey, I've never seen it.
Well, both parts, because I mean, it's technically two separate movies. But
wasn't that Von Trier?
Yeah, that actually is a great movie. It's fucking brutal, but man, like, I don't know. It's definitely
funny.
Not for the queasy at
it's
all.
funny because I was going to say Antichrist before I said Nymphomaniac, and Nymphomaniac is what came out.
Is brutal. That's just too fucking brutal. I like Von Trier.
I don't know. I like the Human Centipede. No, I didn't. I wish I hadn't watched that. I mean, I watched the first two of them, which should really say for how like depraved I was at that time in my life that I saw the first one was like, oh my god. Well, I gotta watch the next one.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch the third one, and frankly, after watching the second one, I was fucking astounded that there was a third one.
Oh, excuse me,
dude.
Oh my goodness.
That's enough of that.
I'm weird. I'm probably almost completely alone in this, but my thing with movies is it bugs me how, and I know this contradicts how I'm into Lost in Translation, but human drama, I think, for me is just so tired and overdone. But of course, yes, I understand Lost in Translation it's human drama. It's like purely about that. But I don't know why that draws me in so much more than other examples of
because Bill
drama.
Murray.
I guess. It's Bill Maher.
Oh yeah. I think I feel similarly, oddly, but like it's different in the case of a movie for me, and it depends very greatly on the movie. But one sec. Oh no fucking way.
What happened?
Oh, just Adobe decided to say, hey, it's time to update. I was like, no, I don't think it stopped any of the recording or anything. Oh wait, hang on. I really hope not.
No.
No, it didn't, but it did stop the music.
Well, I think the music is over.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing. It's kind of an EP, I guess.
Jesus, Evan. All right, we're starting from the beginning again since Evan neglected to tell me that this was an EP, and therefore it was a very finite amount of time that we had to talk about it.
Yeah, well, we spent most of the time talking about movies.
Yeah, this is true. What I was going to say, since we're already started over anyways, was I feel similarly about the whole human drama thing, but more in that, like, in certain cases of movies, I don't really mind it. I mean, if it's literally the whole point of the movie, then yeah, I'm probably not going to gravitate towards it. So, like, for example, American Beauty, I fucking hate that movie.
Yeah,
and I get that it's just like, it's just like, oh, it's just a slice of life, but it's like, it's such a wonderful, like, it's greatly hyperbolic, and I'm not saying that
it's extremely hyperbolic.
I'm not saying that it's like, oh yeah, that couldn't happen, but it's like that's not day-to-day life.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, yeah, it's very hyperbolic. I fucking hate that movie. Like, no offense to anyone who likes it. I don't want to just dump all over it.
A lot of people nowadays are more justified in disliking it because Kevin Spacey has been disgraced in the way he has.
Yeah, for real.
And no, I really liked the movie the first time I saw it. I thought it was brilliant, But then you get a little more mature, a little older, and you're like, that's okay. It's just I don't know, the tropes of the late 90s, the things that American cinema were really concentrated on were just like these themes of existential ennui and dissatisfaction with modern suburban life. It just, I felt like it was kind of tired.
Can I finish my thought?
Oh my.
You dick. What I find that I can't stand, on the other hand, is dramatic television. So, like, I know there is, and granted, my big exception to dramatic television was Breaking Bad. I loved Breaking Bad. I think it's a phenomenal show. But when anybody's like, "Oh, you should check out this TV show," it's called, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Whatever it is. Honestly, like, I can do some comedies, some comedic television shows. So, like, I enjoy Rick and Morty. I fucking love Archer, but that's really about it. And
oh yeah, everybody and their mother keeps telling me to watch This Is Us, and I want to scream.
Nope. Yeah, I've never. Yeah, have never. And it's not that I can't appreciate some shows like that, because somebody was telling me like that I should watch The Good Doctor. They said The Good Doctor was great, and I watched it, and it's like it seems like a good show and all. I just quite frankly don't give a shit.
I was listening to a podcast a while ago because I can't read, so I'd listen to things.
Let it be known.
This is a podcast.
This is a podcast for people who can't read. But music is a thing to be read.
So I was listening to this podcast, and this I don't remember who it was or anything, but this person who was speaking was had an interesting idea or an interesting way to express like how he felt about modern television, especially when it comes to like Netflix series and that kind of thing. It's like he referred to them as IP bombs, and I like totally feel that way. Like, it's like you go to work or whatever, you see your friends, and it's like, hey, how far are you into the show? It's no longer like, oh, one episode a week, and so you're like, you're all caught up and you talk about theories and stuff. It's like, no, your friend is 3 seasons ahead of you,
and that's the funny thing with Netflix too, is that like when you get a new season of Orange is the New Black or whatever, well, you get the whole fucking season. When it's like, oh, season 9 of XYZ is coming out, you get the entire season at once. So pretty much everyone and their mother, as soon as the season comes out, just binge watches the shit out of it. And it becomes a big dick showing contest as to like, how many episodes could you stand until you fell asleep? So you go to work the next day after a new season comes out and you only watch 6 episodes, and John Doe's watched 9 episodes and you can't fucking talk about it.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking frustrating.
It's strange.
I just think it's like stupid how it's become. I think the binge culture is just like really, it's a huge turnoff to me. And just like that's what modern television and unfortunately modern movies like feel like to me. I just get that general sense of like they're stories, but they're like bombs. Like they just drop into your senses, they drop into your brain, and then you're supposed to absorb all this story. I'm just so much more interested in like atmosphere and like, and that's why I love like Dark Souls so much, because it's like the story is like so fucking like auxiliary, and the atmosphere is totally paramount, and that's just something you can't do with a movie. So like,
it's a huge turn off for me. Anthropomorphic, big-tittied spider women.
I don't think there's anything fucking wrong with that.
I hate spiders. Fuck. I hate them. With that being said, you ready to move on, Evan?
Yeah, let's do it. I really love Silent Island. Great job. Yeah, and the album cover is cool too. Little Easter Island statues. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Really I would be inclined to agree. Let's move on.
Sziasztok. I think I'm speaking Hungarian. Nope, can't think of any more Hungarian.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay, people. We're back with Family by Zoungla. This is Sun. Hey. Wait a minute. That's not the first track. Yeah. Start from the top. There we go. The big one.
I listened to this one extensively. I mean, I listened to most of the picks.
I listen to you extensively when you sleep.
Oh,
well. Let me tell you.
So this one is interesting. It's not you, and by you I mean the fellow next to me, not necessarily the audience.
Uh-huh.
But you're gonna be like, what the fuck? This is, yeah. So far it sounds like Dream Theater or like...
It reminds me of Haken.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Better example.
Yeah, it's a almost spot on example.
But it definitely gets different. But that's why I kind of like really like this artist so much, or this band, I suppose. Yes, it like starts out in like turning the prog knob like fucking to 11, and yeah, obviously this is where we're at from the start, and I think it's fucking awesome. I'll let this play for a little bit though. I
was gonna read their description, but I'll do that.
it.
No. You already sealed my fate. I like how this album. You can choose. Do you want to buy the album?
No.
Do you want to buy the album, or do you want to buy the album with a poster? That's kind of cool.
It's cool.
Thriving for Balance. Costa. Oh, god damn you.
Costa D.
Yeah, all right. Costa D. I'm guessing that's a guy. Paints Zoungla using ethnic sounds of the past with futuristic electronic tones. Extremes from silly to sad, dark to bright, calm to intense, and serious to fun.
I love this group.
This is a band, because you can see the...
Yeah, that's what I figured too. But it's
all right, I'll shut up. God.
It's like a little 7/8 joint is sick though. I like this.
Yeah.
Actually sounds like Stephen Wilson.
It reminds me of that piano riff that you came up for with a song that we were writing years and years ago called Men Like Us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? The dun 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 bit.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of that.
So if no one could pick up on it, I mean, clearly this is an almost 11-minute long song, so it builds up quite a bit. So let's we'll definitely give it some room to breathe. So here you go. That reminds me of the start of Hand Getting Out of Race.
Yeah, me too, actually. Wait. The album? Or do you mean First Regret?
First Regret.
Yeah. Yeah. The album Hand Cannot Erase, the song First Regret.
Yeah, not the song.
Yeah.
No.
The hell was that?
Well, no. You already sealed my fate.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that thing I did 2 minutes ago.
It's almost like Genesis, if I can just keep throwing fucking random-ass bands out there.
Really early Genesis, though,
yeah, definitely. It reminds me of like that.
Some
like
Peter
before
Gabriel.
Phil Collins was the fucking part of the damn thing.
Peter Gabriel, yeah.
Yeah.
There's vocals.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Sorry for the no warning. There are vocals.
Yeah, I seriously, like... It's like the vocalist tried to scare the shit out of me, and he almost succeeded.
Oh, no.
How you doing, Evan?
Well...
You were talking about Dark Souls. How far are you into Sekiro?
Oh, God. Just... I'm still at the Chained Ogre.
The Ogre in Chains. Ogre in Chains.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real bastard.
Uh-huh. He's a hungry man. And you're in his swamp, and that's why he wants to eat you.
Walks up behind you out of nowhere. You feel the red eyes peering on the back of your neck, and you hear whispered into the back of your ear, "This is my swamp." So he picks you up and fucking flings you off of Mount Fuji.
Oh.
God, that's a good fucking game. Even if you suck dick at it. Although, to be fair, I suck at it too. I just happen to be a lot farther in for sucking at it. I wonder if people are going to be able to hear the turkeys I have right outside my place. Because I sure can. That'll be fun. Somebody's be like, does this band have turkeys in it? What the hell is going on? No, I have a turkey and he's aggravated.
What the fuck?
That's wind.
Who's that?
It's the sound of a demon trying to claw its way into our world.
It's wind. He wants his fucking money.
God. I wonder what DJ Khaled is doing right now. Probably eating something.
I think it's on his deathbed.
That wasn't intended to be a fat joke, although I could see it easily being construed as one. I just typically think of people who are very opulent as eating constantly. You're just like, I'm bored. I'm going to have some caviar.
Man, I worked with a guy who, like, clearly had a disorder. And I mean, yeah, he was, like, eating, like, literally all the fucking time.
Don't you just love that? Like, when you meet somebody and you're like, man, your pockets look fat. And they're like, that's because they're full of almonds.
Yeah, this dude, like,
what?
This dude either had, like, it's crazy. Like, he would have, like, chips and salsa with him, like, everywhere he went. Like, he would carry around a
What
thing
pocket
with,
do you
like,
put salsa in, Evan?
Fuck, dude, he'd just bring, like, a little, like, an attaché. Man,
just a briefcase full of snacks?
Yeah. And he had,
that's like
queso in there and shit.
That's going to be like 2020 Cannibal Corpse album, briefcase full of snacks.
Yeah. Briefcase full of snails. I don't know.
No, I don't like it.
That'd be a weird thing to see.
No, I don't like it.
You know that'd be weird to see.
Yeah. Evan kills snails for fun.
Oh, I did kill a lot of snails.
Oh yeah, back when you were a pest control guy.
I did that, and I actually killed some recently. For no good fucking reason. I went to their territory.
You're a monster.
And I was just angry.
They were giant snails too, which is an endangered species. They're so fucking endangered, you probably never even heard of them.
Snails. Snail trail.
Oh. Cool.
Oh yeah,
God.
okay, we're obviously not gonna say who we're...
No.
That's not allowed.
I mean, we could. Not gonna.
I'm not gonna put someone on blast like that. This is awesome. I like this. It sounds like Mass Effect.
You could say what the snail trail is in reference to, though, Evan. Or you could not. It's your choice.
It's the snail trail idiom is of a vaginal origin. That's all I'll say about that.
I think that's kind of all you have to say. People kind of just get it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't. I don't know. I can't speak for the people.
See, at this point, like, I think this, like, when it started, I would say, wow, it just sounds like prog rock. But now it's like, dude, I think it, like, fills the space rock thing pretty nicely.
I guess
Spacey.
so.
But
So space rock is what we're going with, huh?
It gets even more. Yeah, let's just call it space rock, yeah.
Let's just call it Space Mountain.
I mean, I don't know if my definition of space rock really fits the rest of the world.
I don't care.
Fuck it, you know?
Yeah, fuck it. That's what I'm all about. Just finding things and fucking them. Fuck it.
Yeah. Kind of, I'm happy we actually listened to the whole song. We didn't have to do any sleazy skippage.
Yeah. That would have been sleazy. If you put that into a weird dad joke idiom, I would say take it sleazy. Dude, that killed me yesterday, though. I am become dad, destroyer of jokes.
Yeah. Tell it.
Oh,
Subtractee.
fuck, that's funny. I'm gonna see that on like on an e-card now on Facebook in like 3 weeks, and I'm gonna get no credit for it.
The Bhagavad Gita.
The hell did you say to me?
The Dada Gita. Well, that original quote comes from Bhagavad Gita,
Right.
which is a Hindu work of religious.
The I am become death.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. Unless you're dead, and then you don't learn anything because you're dead.
Well, you learn how many worms can fit into your body.
Dude.
You learn how long you can go without breathing, which is eternity.
Oh.
Okay, now we got a sick little groove going.
Mm-hmm.
I like the lyrics of this song, so maybe we can make it a point. Listen to the lyrics. Anyone who's listening.
I was gonna say, I love like you're saying that like we're not recording. You kind of like realize, oh wait, we are recording.
I like good lyrics, so that's just me.
I like little baby ducks.
Yeah. That's what the song is about, actually.
Yeah. Do you remember little baby ducks? Has anybody seen the moon recently? What's he doing? What's he up to?
Oh, God.
I'm just waiting for this to be ruined with just like a deep growl. And then I just more or less did the thing. Yeah, these lyrics are fat, bro.
Hey.
Into it. You know what this reminds me of vaguely?
What?
Cynic.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you listen to Cynic at all?
Maybe.
Okay. I'll show you some after this. I'm fucking tired, bro. It's the first time in a long time I think I've been more tired than you. Your beer breath isn't helping either. It's just making me wish that I could drink, but I can't because I got things going on after this.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Could
Snail.
have been a snail. That's where snail came from, huh?
We were just talking about snails.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be stuck in my head for 3 weeks. I bet you anything. I'll be out here like, da-da-da, you could have been a snail. Like, God damn it. What the hell was that from? Hey, Evan.
What?
Did you do anything fun recently?
No. Hell no.
Oh. Your daughter poked a horse in the eye last night.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
She didn't mean to, but as much as it was like, oh, that's not good, it also kind of was kind of funny.
It's kind of crazy.
Let's catch a fish.
It's a great song. Yeah, it's a great song. It's like Popova.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You could have been a snail.
Oh.
You gotta stop that. You know how many of those I'm gonna have to edit out? None. I'm gonna let you live with it.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of a river off of Pale Communion.
Yeah, a little bit. This reminds me I still need to do my taxes.
Oh, shit.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I've already got my taxes back.
I was gonna say, I did that shit like January 31st.
I did it, yeah. I did it like in the middle of January. I had my tax refund in like early February. A lot of sound going on outside. Jesus.
Well, we do live in a war-torn region of Washington, USA.
Yeah, I'm kind of like laughing in my head to think like how much that's gonna get picked up. I wonder if people are just gonna be like, they're listening to this, they'd be like, whoa. Obviously we're calling mine to it now, but like, yeah, no, it's been a real nightmare since the bombs dropped.
Yeah, well, crime is legal. I don't know if people knew that, but crime is legal.
Oh yeah,
in Washington.
it's actually like the purge going on right now, except it's 24/7.
But since it's legal, so they can't call it crime anymore. So it's just like
It's called
things.
It's called UNT.
It's called
Want to go do some UNT later? It's still considered morally reprehensible, but like at the same time, morals are so low that people just don't really care. Like one way or the other, you do a good deed and people don't really care either. Not that they should, but they also don't care if you do bad deeds.
Mm-hmm.
A bad deed? Is that the way I should be wording that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the goddamn drifters knocking on the door again. Well, Evan, you ready to move on before they break the door in and skin us alive?
Hold on a little bit, real quick.
I'd rather not die on film.
I just like the song so much. Listen to the song for a little bit.
I think we already died once on camera. Or not camera, but you know what I mean, recording.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We both died.
How did that... How are we alive?
Well, because we're in a fucking animated sitcom.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Just
sense.
restarts. We're in Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. That's why I live with the Aqua Teens. Meatwad, Frylock, and Master Shake.
Mm-hmm.
Next to Carl, who's my dad. And also sneaks me beers every other Saturday if I get my homework done. Oh, you guys didn't know this, but I'm 14. No, it's not true. I'm pretty sure it's been well evidenced that I'm not 14, so I'm not worried about explaining that one away.
Okay. Yeah. Zoungla, beautiful music. Thank you so much for your great record. I love it. I think it's really beautiful, and I'm gonna buy it.
There you go.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna try and force these goddamn zombies back into their cages.
Get in your cage.
All right, and we're back, people. The hordes of upset monster people have been dealt with. They've been dealt with. Hopefully, there will not be any more.
Well, we took them out with divine weapons.
All right, let's start the music.
Revive.
Evan, tell me about the music.
So, Zhaoze, I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
They're Chinese.
Chinese, which I think is great. And it's beautiful. Well, it's great. I think it's great.
I'm just like, I think it's great that you're Chinese.
Well, I mean, I guess that's, I don't know. I feel so proud of myself for picking artists that aren't of my same ethnic background or cultural background.
What if they were all white and they were just living in China?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean...
But this is definitely my pick of the week. Birds Contending, which I think is a beautiful name.
Yes, it is, for sure.
The album cover is beautiful. The aesthetic is beautiful. This, as you can see, looking at the song, there are two songs. The first song is an album length long.
And the second one was an excerpt, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think that's kind of like the trailer in a way.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's just like a continuous idea.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to listen to this whole thing.
No, we won't.
But let me just tell you, I implore you, if you're listening to this, to finish listening to our podcast, but then go and listen to this, because this is such an incredibly beautiful piece of work.
Stop with the stirring of the tang.
Yeah.
Put your moon boots away. And then go listen to this.
Don't take your fucking helmet off, though.
Yeah, don't take your helmet off. Do wear the helmet. It's going to make it really awkward when you pull those big Walkman headphones over it. What are other 90s things? Slime Time Live?
Yeah, Slime Time Live.
Amanda Bynes' Career?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, man.
Dennis Rodman being relevant?
Yeah.
Other than the North Korea thing.
The guy who tried to kill Bjork.
Wasn't that just Bjork in disguise with a mustache?
Oh, lordy.
That would be kind of a fun controversy. Like, you put on a mustache and try to, like, commit suicide and then say someone tried to kill you.
Dude. Yeah, that's crazy when that happens.
Yeah. Thankfully, I said controversy and not conspiracy. I guess you could you technically conspire against yourself? Maybe if you had like dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah, probably.
Do you want to talk about how frustrated you are on that topic, Evan? That was a pretty fun topic yesterday, I'll tell you what. Yeah. About the use of the modern context of the term conspiracy.
Conspiracy, well, it's just funny how, conspiracy theories, like, it's like they're, most of them are like I get when you say conspiracy theory in regards to,
a presidential assassination or something, yeah.
Or like aliens existing. It's like, yes, a bunch of people conspired with each other to not let this secret come out. That makes sense. But conspiracy theories about most other things are just crazy because there's no idea of a conspiracy going on. It's just like wacky theories about how the world works.
And by that you mean, that it's a matter of, like, for a conspiracy to exist, it means multiple people conspired for something to happen that was realistically not supposed to.
Like, it would be a conspiracy theory to say that, like, the NFL is fixed. Like, they fixed
all the games. Because a bunch of people behind the closed doors are doing that.
But it's not a conspiracy theory to suggest that the fucking
frogs are gay,
made out of garbage or something. Like,
yeah, that's a
just
good
like
one.
A stupid idea. Like, but that kind of shit is like pervading the internet and like.
It's because everybody wants to be heard.
Yeah. Like us, we want to be heard.
I just want to be loved. I'm human and I need to be loved. Just like everyone else.
Like Mr. Morrissey.
No, not like Mr. Morrissey. He does not need any more love.
He does not need any more love. Yeah.
I think the Smiths are okay, but goddamn, I cannot stand Morrissey.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, the Smiths and their short history, 4 years or whatever, and then the first couple Morrissey albums in the 90s. After that, it became so self-indulgent.
I don't mean so much on the music as much of like him as a person.
Well, yeah.
Like the whole like Asian people are less than human comments and things like that. Or one comment, not multiple, as far as I'm aware.
Well,
just a lot of things that he said that makes you really question his integrity, in my opinion. And I don't care who hears me say that, to be quite frank.
Yeah, no, I don't mind.
Otherwise, I wouldn't say it on here.
I don't necessarily endorse. While I can't say I'm really like a vegan anymore, I didn't even really like him or respect him as a vegan because I always thought he was too. Well, I mean, he said that people who eat meat are tantamount to pedophiles. So I mean, that's clearly.
That's just it's such a bizarre statement to me. Because to say like people who eat meat are tantamount to murderers, I don't agree, but I can understand. But to say pedophiles just seems like, and I mean, like, granted, that'd be something I wouldn't mind having the discussion on, but I don't understand how you make those two comparisons.
Yeah. So I hope folks who are listening to this can hear how fucking great like this album is so far, and how like,
yeah, despite our choices of dialogue over it,
it really reminds me, I think, in a way too, of like Master Musicians of Bukake.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
I think that Master Musicians are probably borrowing from this sound, and I think that's reductive to suggest that this band sounds like them, because clearly these guys are using traditional Chinese instrumentation, whereas a band like Master Musicians are kind of borrowing that, and which is not to illegitimize that band at all. I think they're a great band and they have a great sound, but it's cool to like hear this sound coming from China, it's made in China.
It is made in China. The great Chinese. I'm not going to do the Trump impression.
And I saw China.
Yeah. And I was walking down the street and I saw this thing.
And I was on the Great Wall. And
yeah, right. Psychic Pebble, Zach Hadel. Man, his impersonation is so fucking classic. I saw Crooked Hillary and I saw what she did. And she was taking a dump. Oh my god.
The production quality for the nerdiness too. The production quality is just fucking great. It's
sure
super
enough.
Dynamic, like very little compression, like very exciting. I think even too reminds me of like Mount Erie in a way too. Like he does a lot of music like this, like heavy crashing shit that fades out.
Yeah.
More peaceful valleys.
Now that you've said that, it just makes me feel like more emptiness is going to come on here in a second. That's a good album.
And of course, if I'm just going to be that guy who just says a band's name without necessarily giving any context, Godspeed You Black Emperor. I mean, yeah, I think I'll say.
Yeah.
Into that, but again, that's an American band, and so I don't know. I feel like this band is borrowing from that sound, but also borrowing from their own cultural music. in a really cool way.
Yes.
This is beautiful. I love this.
I just realized with the turkeys and the chickens outside, we have birds contending.
Mm-hmm.
Birds contending for their voice to be heard.
Oh, this is a weird, random ass story. Actually, now that I think about it,
tell me.
I can say this now since I just said it reminds me of Mount Erie, so I can. This is applicable now. I saw Phil Elfram at Fred Meyer the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he with his wife?
He was with his daughter.
Oh. Crazy.
I didn't say anything to him. Of course, it's just like, that's just, you don't do that. You don't go up to some guy when he's with his kid and say, oh, hey, man. But
I mean, like, you could, but I wouldn't.
I definitely had that impulse, and then I squashed it. I just thought that was really interesting. He was sitting...
Local celebrity who locals don't really know very well, Phil Elfram.
Lives in New York now, but...
Does he? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. He moved to New York, but I'm assuming he was just visiting family and friends or whatever, but...
Yeah, probably.
He was actually just sitting in the south entrance, the key machine and the little red box and shit.
Right.
And he was just sitting there, like, waiting. And I just thought that was a weird thing, when you think you see someone who you like recognize.
Well, and you've never met him before, have you? Because I mean, like we saw him.
Yeah, we saw him. I've never
perform.
Formally met him. So I am 100% sure.
Yeah, for any Mount Erie fans, oddly, this is a fun piece of musical history. Phil Elfram, you guys know Phil Elfram of Mount Erie and the Microphones, formerly. Wrote an album on his late wife's passing called A Crow Looked at Me, and he said that he was going to perform it live in Anacortes, the town out of which he hails from, and that it would be his last performance ever. And I think did he tweet it? He posted it in some way, and then like Pitchfork took off with it, and a metric fuckload of people were like, oh my god, that's amazing, I have to go see this. And he had to like kind of redact his statement to say like if you're thinking about coming, do not come.
Yeah,
I want this
show. It's just,
I want this
playing. It's like me just remembering how to play in public.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so he invited essentially members of the community, which Evan and I happen to belong to. So we went, but it was obviously very, very few people there. Well, not like 5, but there's probably like, 70 or so.
Yeah,
and
the business was packed. I mean,
the business was in Anacortes, the record store, named The Business.
So I haven't seen Nick and Evie in a while. I haven't been in there.
I'd like to go. We should go.
Over a year. Yeah, we definitely should.
It hasn't been quite that long for me, but we definitely should. But anyways, yeah, he performed. We went and saw it, and it was great. It was heartbreaking, but it was great.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, clearly he was not there for entertainment purposes. It was very much for his own. Maybe part of the coping process. But.
Yeah, and I absolutely think all of that. But I think like the weirdest thing about like, as much as I feel that and I agree with that, the weirdest thing about being entertainers is that like your whole life really gets held up, like really put through a window, I guess, right? Because that's one of the big things like with celebrities all the time. You can't see a celebrity going to fucking church or going to a restaurant that, maybe they shouldn't have gone there, this, that, or whatever, without massive scrupulation and the internet going fucking nuts. So for something so severe as to saying like this show is to mourn my late wife, which is really big and really important, And to say, yeah, like, you know, that's definitely a very private event. Like, to be a part of it, I think was really special.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm really honored to have been a part of that.
Yeah, me too.
Exclusive set. I mean, it was beautiful, and I mean, obviously, we're very glad that he wrote and even a record after that one.
Yeah.
Which was also about his wife, or his ex-wife.
His late wife, yeah.
Late wife. Well, of course, yeah. He's now newly married, so.
Yeah, this is true.
Though, you know, yeah, it was an honor to be there, and it was a beautiful set, and I definitely won't forget that. And I think he's a very profound and beautiful man, and that led into my not wanting to insert myself into his little bubble just out of my own personal satisfaction.
Right.
I decided that would be just really sleazy.
Right.
And so, yeah, I wish him all the best, and I hope he has more music coming out, but you know, whatever he's got going in life,
yeah,
that's what he's got.
For sure. All of those things.
Also, oh God, we just got to say, holy shit, rest in peace, Scott Walker.
Oh yeah, Jesus. How did I forget about that? I think that was because I was like right when my grandpa died.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the thing that I was going through. My grandpa just died, and I literally got back from his funeral like 2 days ago. So yeah, but Scott Walker, Jesus. Yeah, more relevant to the topic.
Yeah, if you folks out there hadn't really listened to Scott Walker very much, definitely find his career could not be more diverse. It's a hellishly diverse career he had.
Yeah.
That spans from his early 20s all the way to his late 70s.
Yes.
I mean, he went from a pop star in the 60s to an avant-garde scary music person.
I don't even know how I would describe his music, because like that's the funny thing about like his last few albums that he made, including his collaboration with Sun, I would say too.
Oh yeah,
which was wonderful. But it's not like anything. Yeah, sorry about that, family. Been experiencing some technical difficulties. The zombies must be chewing through our goddamn communications.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna try and wrap it up before the horde makes their way back in. Rest in peace, Scott Walker.
Shout out everyone. Zhaoze.
All of them.
Beautiful piece of music here. I love it. You guys are awesome, and I think this is beautiful, and I'm gonna buy this as well.
Sweet dude. Proud of you. So before we zone out again, thanks for listening, everybody. If you haven't checked out Evan's new album yet, Red Llama, Low Fire, on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for listening. Practice safe sex, or don't.
Do lots of practice before you actually get into it.
Yeah. And either sponsor me or fight me.
Fight me. Oh, that's a great note to just let it ring out. Yeah.
It was. Bye, everybody.